Hey everybody, it's Alyssa from Awaken Authenticity, and I tried to show up yesterday via live Facebook, and Facebook is not recognizing my camera even though it clearly works fine right here, so I don't know what that's about. Anyway, this is going to be a mini conversation about the events that are happening, Charlottesville, Barcelona, etc. And if you're tired of that, I'm going to post another thread here in a moment in which you can evade all of that and have a break. But that's not this place. And I would encourage you to listen to this if you haven't paid attention to things yet. I'm sure that you have. My feed on Facebook is blessedly full of amazing people saying really smart and thoughtful things. I'm really grateful for that. And I haven't said anything other than, a post last week about, there was just like a picture of Baron von Trapp ripping the Nazi flag, and the fact that my family has had to escape Nazis before. Totally weird that we're in a place where, Nazis, I'm not even calling them Nazis, they call themselves Nazis, are out in the streets. This is really bizarre. I'm currently down in Arizona doing some therapy work for myself. And it's really intense, and the timing of this, personal work with world events is pretty intense. So that's partially why it's taken me a little while to say anything, but I wanted to talk about the intolerance paradox, or tolerance paradox. I don't remember how it's called, but it was written by a man who was affected by the Holocaust himself. He escaped to New Zealand, and he wrote about how if you are all about if you're all about tolerance, you have to, ironically, be intolerant of intolerance. Otherwise, intolerance wins out in the end, which is really sad that, we have to draw a line in the sand, but that's not sad. It's sad that power equals power, and that we have to, and it's hard to take a stand and really use our conviction to stand up for what's right. That's not sad. That's really awesome, but it's hard. It's really hard. In a similar way to the way that this personal therapy for me is difficult, I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't not do it just because it's hard. It's not working the way that it was. I have to do this personal work in order to move forward. And similarly, we've been dealing with racism forever. We are tribal people by nature, and luckily we were born with these immense hearts and these incredible brains, and we can overcome those things that sometimes feel safe. And I think that it's always worth taking the time and effort to learn a little bit more and listen to people who are negatively affected, and to help out when you can. I read a really awesome article earlier, and I will share that in the comments, as far as it's a great place to learn things. I feel like I'm just rambling, but this article that I read is really well written, totally worth your time. It's a long one, and then at the end it gives a list of things that you can do to make a positive difference. So anyway, thank you for listening to me. Feel free in this thread to share whatever it is that you're feeling right now. I really want you to feel free to express your feelings right now. It's not an easy time. So, talk to you soon.